Ah, Las Vehicle Virginus Road. It's actually where I was born. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you are having an awesome day. And if you're not, take a second, pause, and think of some of the things you can be grateful for. Seriously, no matter how small, you know you have a million things that you can be thankful and grateful for. So turn that frown into a smile. I, for one, am feeling fantastic today because finally, I got up extra early and actually did a workout. I've been putting my fitness totally on the back burner, and I really need to get back in shape. I used to be super fit. Before YouTube, fitness was like my entire life. I got out of the habit, same with guitar, and I really need to get back in shape. So that is one of my goals for the next 90 days, to work out almost every single day and get back into the shape that I want to be in. Another thing I am super stoked about is we are finally going to do a build on this channel, and you guys are going to be involved every single step of the way. Let's go and check in on the children, see how they're doing. Good morning. Oh man, there we go. Bugs falling from the roof again. If you guys haven't seen it yet, my 5 things I love about the McLaren 600 LT is finally live on YouTube. I've been waiting for the perfect opportunity to do it because I wanted to really learn the car and give the true 5 reasons why I love it. We got some epic shots of the 600 LT shooting massive flames. Now, I just discovered a noise that is... Whoa. I just realized how many bugs I killed last night filming that video. Check. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I cleaned my car for the review, for the 5 things I love about video, and that is what happened. This thing is an absolute bug killer. I'm sorry, can we get a moment of silence for these bugs? That's actually disgusting. I swear the front end of this car kills more bugs than any vehicle I have ever owned. But what I was about to say is I discovered a noise that is really bugging me, and I'm trying to figure out where it is coming from. Check this out. So when I'm on the gas, I hear this sliding noise that sounds like a coin underneath the center console here. And then when I hit the brakes, the same thing happens. Now I can't figure out how an object could have gotten in there other than this tiny little gap right here. I'm not sure why they decided to leave a gap, but I can feel if I stick my finger in there that there is room for a small object to get in there. The only problem is I have no idea how to remove that piece of carbon fiber. It does not look self-explanatory and it looks pretty difficult. So I might need to take it to Avant-Garde Exotics, work with them on that, see if we can get that noise taken care of. So I don't know how this happened, but the original plan for today's video was gonna be all about the new mid-engine Corvette. The only problem is apparently I can't read. So I got super excited when I saw this post on Chevy's page, and all I really read was 1819 and completely ignored the fact that it says July in the beginning. I even called Mike, StreetSpeed717, and asked him, hey, do you know when the new information on the Chevy Corvette is gonna be released today? And he goes, what are you talking about, dude? And I said, look, check out this picture. And he's like, that's July, man. It's a long way out. Roof scoop noises of the day. Yeah, if you didn't see the 5 things I love about the 600 LT video, I've got a compilation of epic roof scoop noises. Now, I don't know if you can hear that on the camera, but that's what I'm talking about, that coin noise. Really annoying. So I found out today via my friend Sebastian that the laws have changed regarding not having a license plate on your car. I don't have a license plate on the front of the McLaren because I don't want to drill a hole into the front of the car. And even if you did it in a manner that didn't require drilling, it just looks plain ugly. But now apparently the law has changed from a $25 fix-it ticket, which wasn't a big deal. I'll take the fix-it ticket any day, fix it, and then pull the license plate right off, and then roll the dice, which I've done on the E63 and my other cars. But now it's a mandatory $260 fine that isn't fixable. That's a bummer. Look at that, an international. You don't see too many of those. It's got a legit suspension setup on. My dad actually used to have a 1937 International Harvester pickup truck. That thing was crazy and had the hardest to drive manual transmission I have ever experienced. Damn, I just ate tofu and broccolini. Am I ripped yet? No, damn it. Holy crap, this thing is fast. We are definitely going to need to do some V-Box testing with this thing, some 0 to 60, some 0 to 100s, because I'm curious what the real world results are going to be. The launch on this thing is mighty impressive. Now that the weather is starting to get hot outside, we are finally getting the tires up to temperature more quickly. It's looking like it's gonna be one heck of a hot summer in Southern California. Pulling in, back home. I love that it displays a little 600 LT on the dash when you turn the car off. Looks badass, although it's missing a roof scoop. It also doesn't have the fender vents. All right, now on to what I think is going to be the title of this video, and that is getting another car, but a really, really cheap, fun car. Now, what's the point of getting a really, really cheap, fun car? Well, I think back to the days when I had the Hood Dawn. For you OG subscribers remembering the Hood Dawn, that was one of the most fun video series I have ever done. I think we're gonna need to roll some clips to refresh your guys' memory. Oh, that's a beauty. We've pretty much painted the entire car. It looks like a cop's car. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, this is the work, the beautiful work of Vehicle Virgins right here. Fire extinguisher. The car was a downright blast. Installed a nitrous kit on it. It caught fire. Just getting hands-on and doing stuff in a way that didn't matter whatsoever because, well, the car was literally $700 was so much fun. Being able to cut the roof off the car, drive it off-road, drive it into things was just, I don't know, careless fun that I want to have again. Obviously, I can't sawzall the roof off my McLaren, although no, that's not gonna happen. Or the Mercedes. I just want something that is absolutely crazy we can do fun things with. That being said, I want to take things to the next level. I don't want to just get the car and trash it. I want to get the car and trash it and have a bunch of fun with it, but also make it really fast at the same time. I was looking online and it looks like you can supercharge these Crown Victorias and make a ton of power. Supercharger, Pep Boys, at-home nitrous kit install. Maybe we could run 10s or 9s, probably not 9s, in the quarter mile and build a little fun drag car. I think it'd be an absolute blast, and there's something really fun, especially after riding in Mitch's car at Avant-Garde Exotics, about having a police car and kind of scaring people on the freeway thinking you're gonna pull them over. Maybe we could even do some police car pullover pranks. So, am I gonna get a Hood Dawn? Well, very likely, but the other option would be to get a Civic hatchback. Now, why would I get a Civic hatchback? Well, to do something totally different, because I've already got a Crown Victoria, and I've always wanted to have a Civic that looks like absolute shit on the outside of it, like just absolute trash, different colored body panels, dents in it, but that is actually really, really fast. We can do a whole build series on that, put a turbo on it, maybe an eBay turbo, and then put something more legitimate and see if we can run 10 or 9 seconds in the quarter mile. I think we're gonna need a license plate frame on it that says my other car is a McLaren, which nobody is going to believe. Speaking of which, I saw this guy at the gas station the other day. He was in like a $2,000 car, and he was talking to me about how he owned an F40 and a Diablo, and I was like, damn. I'm not sure if I believe him, but if he does, he seemed really knowledgeable, so it's very possible I wanna be that guy in a Honda Civic that nobody believes has a McLaren. All right, let's see what we've got going on here. Crown Victoria. 6-point roll cage, oh my God, movie stunt car? That's badass. That could be, that could come in handy for some craziness. This is a picture, look at this. This is like a thumbnail for a YouTube video. This is something I would do, 500 bucks, hell yeah. All right, so we got some options. Let's check out the Civics. See, that's what I'm freaking talking about. Look at this. Different colored body panels, that is savage. Could you imagine if this thing was fast? 5-speed manual, hell yeah. I like how he blocked the license plate with his finger, nice. Look at this nice light blue. It's like, you know, blue Cepheus on a Lamborghini. So guys, let me know in the comment section below which car you would rather see a build series on the channel, just doing crazy stuff with it, hanging out with friends and having an absolute blast. A cheap police interceptor or a Civic hatchback. Maybe one of you guys comment down below police interceptor and the other person comment down below Civic hatchback, and then whichever one gets the most likes or comments, we'll consider doing it. Speaking of Mike, StreetSpeed717, I haven't talked to him in freaking forever. I think I'm gonna FaceTime him and get his opinion on which car I should get. He's got a project car right now, the Blazer, that seems like an absolute riot. He's jumped it, he's done the craziest stuff. I'm absolutely jealous.
What the hell is this?
What's up, buddy?
Not much, buddy. What are you doing?
I'm just chilling. I'm trying to figure out a next car to get for the channel. Do you got the Blazer?
I got the Blazer. It's over there in the side yard.
Look at that thing.
There it is. There she is. We got, oh, the people are getting a sneak peek. I haven't revealed this yet. We got pre-runner bumpers on there.
Oh, damn. Heck yeah, dude. That jump video is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. All right, so what do you think between a shitty Honda Civic hatchback, making that run 9s or 10s, or a Crown Victoria with a supercharger and nitrous?
Well, I feel like the Crown Vic, like Cletus did the Crown Vic, but then again, you got other people that did the Civic.
Dude, I had so much fun with my Crown Vic though.
Oh, that's right, you did. Oh, you did the Crown Vic first. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the hood dawn, dude.
Damn, I totally forgot about that. I don't know, then maybe get another Crown Vic.
I think I might have to.
I think if your goal is to run like 9s though, a Honda's gonna be way easier.
Yeah. All right, dude. Good chatting with you.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Peace. So over the next couple of days, I'm gonna be scouring the internet for Civics and Crown Victorias so I can find a freaking awesome car to bring to the channel. Now I'm gonna hop in the E63, do a little news update about a car that came out recently. If you've been living under a rock, you haven't heard about it. Otherwise, if you're a car enthusiast, you probably have, but I figured I'd tell you guys because, well, I was gonna give a news update on the Corvette, and so we'll give a news update on something exactly the opposite of a Corvette. We have hopped in the Mercedes to talk about the latest news in the electric car world, and that is Tesla's unveiling of the new Model Y. That completes the lineup of the Model S, the Model 3, the Model X, and the Model Y. The Model 3 was actually supposed to be called the Model E, but Ford already had the copyright on that. The reason being is all the models together spell sexy. How much of a savage is Elon Musk to create a revolutionary car company that has serious sales and then spell out sexy with the model names? I can't think of anyone else who would do that. No other car company in the world, and honestly, I think it's absolutely brilliant. So the Model Y is based on the Model 3 platform, although it seats up to 7 people. It's basically a larger Model 3, and it is a mid-size crossover SUV. It's the second SUV Tesla has made after the Model X, and it's going to cost significantly less than the Model X, which starts at $82,000. So first, we've got the base Model Y, which starts at 40 grand and has a range of 230 miles. It actually can do 0 to 60 in 5.9 seconds. Above that, we've got the dual motor version, of course, and a dual motor performance. There's also a range extended version of the base model that has a range of 300 miles. Now, the dual motor performance will only cost $60,000, which actually is a steal considering the fact that it's capable of doing 0 to 60 miles an hour in, get this, 3.5 seconds. And that's Tesla's claim, so it's possible it's even a little bit faster than that. Range is 280 miles. Overall, it's a decent looking crossover. It's a really solid price for what you're getting, and Elon Musk estimates that it's going to have more sales of the Model Y than Model S, Model 3, and Model X combined. I guess we'll see if that's the case. Well, deliveries won't start till 2020, and then the performance and range extended versions will be in late 2020. You can still put your deposit in now for $2,500, which I imagine lots and lots of people will be doing. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on. I look forward to seeing you next video.